again, Internet! How's it going? Just a few more weeks before we hit spring break, and God, I'm really looking forward to it. I really need the extra time so I can work on some more free videos. If only there was a way for people to make it easier for me to make these videos.
Yeah, keep pouring yourself out. Eventually someone with low enough standards will come around.
Anyways guys, thanks for clicking on the video. We got another interesting RWBY episode to get through, so let's jump into the recap, because I gotta get to work in a little while. Okay, I'll stop.
Previously on the show that just loves depressing us, we got another depressing episode. Though this time it was the theme, not the lack of a good story. We once again follow with Team Ranger.
Team Junior.
Still not a...
No one cares. As they witness the true devastation that awaits those that are not prepared. As a town John once knew was double teamed by bandits and then Grim. This doesn't help the blonde boy wonder, as he's still trying to cope with the loss of his first and likely last love. As she was the only one whose standards were so sub-level that they passed the Earth's core and now hang several miles above Mistral. But Rooster Teeth are not done kicking us in the balls, as we witness Weiss writhing within whilst her wise-heimy brother Whitley warns Weiss of the worrisome words of warfare, wafting from without the wintry wards of winter's wonderland while the weasel waits by the wayside. He spent half an hour on that bit. F***ing dumbass. Anyways, these scenes, along with a very unhappy portrait, remind us that the Ice Queen's home wasn't a pleasant place, as we see that Weiss's father, Jacques, cares more about his quarterly returns than he cares about the fact that two kingdoms may be about to go to war, and that his daughter witnessed the cause of it. Run-on sentences aside, Jacques does have a plan, as he wishes his daughter, a witness and fighter to the Battle of Beacon, to give a performance at a banquet that he'll be throwing in a few days. This, as he says, will show that his company and family are still strong. Never mind the fact that one of his kids has left, the other one hates his guts, and the last one might be a serial killer.
But I don't think we have to worry ourselves about that, because I'm pretty sure this next episode is going to focus on the other two members of Team RWBY. You know the ones. Perverts. Well, let's start the review and see if I'm right. Nakana, roll the clip.
You've seen the show already! F it. Skip. We return to the world of Remnant on board the Titanic, sailing the high seas, where our lovely Bella Booty, as the captain points out, might be slightly paranoid.
Who says I'm paranoid?
Not many people travel by boat on their own. It can be quite a lonely voyage.
Maybe it's just better for some people to be alone.
There's more to this conversation, but as a great critic once said, it turns out to be
entirely pointless.
Fair warning. These trips can be awfully boring.
Indeed, for after she discards her ribbon to reveal her cute little ears.
My body is ready.
We see a cloaked figure watching her, but I guess it takes her kitty senses a little while to kick in gear, before we cut to later on the day where, as an irony couple passes by, then Blake becomes suspicious of the westward traveler. But the confrontation will have to wait as another shadowy figure rises from the ocean and... a shiny Rayquaza appears!
Quick! Get the Ultra Ball!
All hands to battle stations!
Sir, we've never fought a Grim this big.
Does it matter? Because as far as I can tell, you only have two options. Fight or die. Yes, I understand that technically that's the same option, but still!
Well, this kitty's not going to be taken out by an overgrown carp as she Superman leaps her way into battle. However, as her strikes and the ship's cannon blast do very little to it, the captain orders his crew to ready the heavy cannon, possibly overexciting his first mate. But this Grim ain't called the safe very long in the wiki for nothing, as it sprouts wings to dodge the cannon shot. And apparently my Pokemon joke was right on the money, because then it uses Hyper Beam.
Hey! Son?
Not today, pal!
What are you doing?
Just, hanging out! Whoa! My hero!
Does this make him the bottom of the relationship? Now that would ever think that was possible. No, don't! It was a mistake, I swear! No!
Can we please get back to the review?
Bumblebee forever. Well, Blake's also annoyed as she refines herself to beat the monkey after the Grim has been dealt with, and orders him to keep fighting.
Yes, ma'am!
definitely the bitch in this relationship. If there was one. Can I please get my card back? Seeing that the beast is too fast, the captain orders the huntsman to lure it into the front so they can get a clear shot at it.
I mean, you're the one with the swords.
I think you mean sword, as in singular. Because she's only got one. Okay, I'll shut up.
Well then, the Dark Star literally leaps into action and... Anyways, Blake manages to clip the dragon's wing, but as it chases them, it's clear that just because it can't fly doesn't mean it can't still kill you. However, now that it's grounded, the crew managed to ram it, pin it, before letting its cannon give it an epic face high five. Speaking about face high fives, well, I guess that must have been an atomic slap because we cut to later on in the night. With Sun finally regaining consciousness, Blake asks quite firmly why he followed her, to which he replies that he saw her run off.
Son!
I saw you run off. Once we landed in Vale, you made sure everyone was okay. And then you just took off without saying anything.
I had to. You wouldn't understand.
No, I get it. You're going on a one-woman rampage against the White Fang!
What?
The Black Sun is dead. There's still hope for the Bumblebee. Blake exasperatedly explains that she isn't going anywhere near the White Fang, at least not for now. She's instead going home. To which Sun says that he's coming too. Phrasing. Explaining that as they saw, the Grimm are getting worse, and even if she's done with them, the White Fang may not be done with her.
Besides, I'm kinda already on the boat.
That doesn't matter to a woman. The ocean just makes it easier to hide your body.
Well, Sun continues saying that his team will be waiting at Mistral for their return. Till then...
This is gonna be great. Never been to Menagerie before. It'll be a regular journey to the east. Yeah, I like the sound of that.
You take back blasphemy, or we'll make you watch Forbidden Kingdom with Michael Andanaro. Not impressed. With that over, we then cut to the other half of the cancer known as Bumblebee, as we see Yang watching the news, where it pretty much explains that Beacon is still in ruin, people are still scared, Adam Tars is still at large, and somehow all this must be Trump's fault. Just then, Yang's TV time is interrupted by her father, Tai Yang, returning home where he says he has a present for her. Ooh, I'm so excited.
Brand new, state-of-the-art Atlas tech. You know, I thought I was gonna have to pull some strings, call in a few favors, but you earned this one all on your own, kiddo. Before I could even talk to him, General Ironwood already had one of his top scientists working on this. For you. He wanted me to tell you that you fought admirably. You should be proud of yourself.
However, despite such a gift, Yang says that she's just not feeling up for trying it on.
Thanks, Dad.
Rooster Teeth, I have a check here for $300,000. Now that's $299,997 that I actually own. And it's all yours if you would stop playing hacky sack with my emotional balls.
Well, I guess it's no deal, because we get to see more depressing shots of Yang followed up by a flashback moment that sends her reeling backwards. We then cut away from this emotional pain to see Cinder in physical pain as she continues her treatment with Grandma Salem. However, this is interrupted by... I've seen enough hentai to know where that is going, and I'm very interested in seeing it. Well, Salem then peers into the floating light bulb before asking the child if she's sure that she did kill Ozpin, where Cinder Senpai gestures,
No!
I want to hear you say it.
Yes.
Hooray for Dacre's first line! Only 4 more to go!
Reinforce our numbers at Beacon. The relic is there. What are you planning?
And yes, that was the end of the episode. And yes, I did pee my pants, so I'll be right back.
Oh, you p***y.
Another great episode from RWBY, guys. Sort of. Don't get me wrong, I did say it was good, but there were a few issues, and I do have to go over them. Starting with...
Sleep in fear, Rooster Teeth.
Okay, with that out of the way, this one's not so much as a problem as in they screwed something up. Sort of. But the fact that this scene was incredible, as well as incredibly too short. Seeing Yang so low and broken reaffirms that things are not the same. That they didn't just continue on like nothing had happened. That what was lost is still gone, and what was broken has yet to mend. But we needed more time with her instead of splitting it with somebody that they should know that all the fans hate. All the stupid ones anyways.
Still waiting for that assassin viewer.
But what time we do get with Barbara breaks our spirits. We're nearly as depressed as she is. And how they represent that is done really well with Yang's daily routines. Showing how broken she is by her doing things that are clearly so un-Yang-like. I mean, come on, Yang cleaning? We know that the Tai Yang kids don't care about sleeping in a mess. And speaking about the man, once again, Bernie is in his element playing the upbeat daddy. The upbeat, sexy daddy. Call me Bernie. However, it's also a strange contrast seeing the two, even though it shouldn't be. Seeing him for just a few moments immediately tells us where Yang got her spunky attitude, complete with dad jokes. And it seems like Tai Yang is trying to bring that side of her back, trying to get back his little girl. But it looks like that may be a lost cause. Not all wounds heal, not all scars fade. Not without her trying, though. Throughout the news feature, even though horrible things are going on, Yang has disconnected herself so much that she doesn't even care. Until Adam shows up. Trying as hard as she can, as we saw. A bit poorly, but still, there's no escape from herself. And the animators do a decent job in conveying this with her facial expressions and body language. Perhaps one day soon, she will be able to face her demons, both mentally and hopefully in a horrifically bloody manner, physically. But for now, it's sort of a conflicting moment as we enjoy how much we're not enjoying this. I mean, this is Yang, the life and soul of RWBY. She's the one we always love seeing on screen, feeling her energy, hearing her puns. Okay, maybe not so much the last one, but seeing her now? Oh, God.
And it's made a little bit more heartbreaking, knowing that one of the people responsible more or less got away scot-free.
Don't worry. Like you, Adam's days are numbered.
I'm not talking about Goatman, I'm talking about Catwoman.
Her days are numbered too. Run as far as you can, little Blake. You cannot escape your true feelings.
What about Sun?
We'll get rid of him soon enough.
Okay, good to know.
It's interesting though that Sun did show up. And not just because it sent the Bumblebee fans into a rage-induced epileptic fit. It's a way of reminding that Blake can't run, that her friends are going to be by her side, and that she needs to face up to her own demons. Again, she's fleeing from pain and guilt, this time of what Yang is having to live with. But as we see with her paranoia, she may subconsciously know that that might not work, as it didn't work last time. She fled from the White Fang, and they found a way back into her life. And considering Adam's promise last season, may still be trying to come for her.
Good. Adam's balls will make a wonderful cat toy for her.
Which is why she is so furious that Sun is there. He is a reminder of what she's trying to run from. A reminder of her guilt. Blake didn't want to remember, which is why she's heading home. The only place in which she, like we saw with Yang, hopes to return to a normal life. Somewhere where she can move on. Somewhere where she can hide. By not hiding.
Personally, I kinda like the new look. It's the only thing that I'll agree with Sun on.
However, with Sun there, it seems that she may not be able to get that. But with her semi-compliance of his presence, shows that she may already be on the road to acceptance. It also doesn't hurt that they did have a relationship, and now he's helping to cement that by doing what he can to be by her side in her time of need.
Which I know is going to upset the Black Sun haters, but I've sunk your ship time and time again, so shut up and just enjoy the show.
Which I know might be hard, as we did get another fight scene, and it was... once again lacking in that animated punch that many others had before it. I mean, while it was a nice way of revealing new Grimm and showing us the unspoken unity between Bella Booty and the Wukong clan, even the one similar to it from the first volume was loads better in practically every way. It was fast-paced and had more style, utilized the environment to a far greater degree, and the music actually added something to the fight rather than be some background noise from your brother watching his stupid anime.
Shut up, Jason!
I won't harp too much because while it needed more focus on the choreography, better flow of movement and actions, a faster pace with the comedic antics, forgot how to utilize key slow-mo moments like the dragon getting pinned and obliterated, some actual communication between the composer and the animation department, better cinematography, a goddamn second draft, more time with my yang, not sucking so much. Okay, maybe I am harping on it because we're in the 4th season and they're willing to upgrade the art but not put a little money towards finding a better animation director and script writers. God, it is an anime.
I know there's no replacing this guy, but come on, do something!
I know he's contradicting himself, but let him talk so this review can end.
Sorry, I know we shouldn't expect too much from a web series funded by hopes and dreams, but in this day and age where if you don't stand out, you'll just be forgotten, trust me, I know, RWBY really needs all it can get, not only to keep its fans, but for it to continue to grow. The one thing that hasn't changed is the writers. As in, they still can't write a good story even with all the support that RT gives them. With so little time spent on Yang, they could have just left her out and nothing would have changed. Then they could have focused on better lines for everyone on the SS Faunus Ferry and smoothed out the sudden insert of the end scene with Salem and the gang. This episode just felt like another one that was just trying to catch us up on everyone else rather than give us their side of the story too. But again, you don't go to a whorehouse for a deep philosophical debate, and you don't come to RWBY for good storytelling. You come here for good action and great characters, but since they fucked up the action, we'll have to resign ourselves to the character development.
And again, that so far has been pretty good! From Blake's extreme fishing trip to Yang dealing with PTSD.
Which soon will stand for premeditating Tarsus' soupy demise.
And now we get some more with our villains. Once again, we're being shown Salem's strength as she controls even more Grimm with Mr. Hentai here. But her true strength comes simply from her presence. I'll still never understand how these fools managed to get Atomic Wonder Woman to voice act for them. But she brings her A-game with Salem every single time. And though Negri is still getting nothing to do, I love how they bring Cinder across. Back in the previous 2 volumes, we got the sense that she thoroughly enjoyed being the one in charge and the one with all the power. But now, next to this goddess, we see slight slivers of doubt that she might regret what she's gotten herself into. However, like with the last words to the soon-to-be ash pile, she made her choice and there's no going back, whatever Salem has planned for her. Though we are left with one question with this scene. What did Salem mean by if Ozzy Boy was dead? I mean, I don't think Cinder would have spared his pathetic life. This is the girl who totally loves her new ash-flavored Pumpkin Pete. So, yeah, Ozpin is dead, isn't he? And what was that last bit with Salem speaking to her midnight lover? I mean, I suppose that thing could be some sort of crystal ball cell phone thingy? Which again shows the wide variety of what the Grimm can be. Perhaps it is a way to contact over large distances with the destruction of the Vale CCT tower, which is one bit of continuity that is nicely added without our knowledge. We might ask why they don't have any contingency for such an event, and we get an answer subconsciously. We're shown how dangerous this world can be, which would make creating and maintaining these kind of structures nearly impossible outside of a well-defended place like the cities. Hell, even the seas aren't safe, though it's still a wonder why they don't put them in space.
They don't count, shut up! Ruin my Greenomore fantasies.
As to what will be coming next, we'll have to check out the next video to find out. Hopefully it will be better, though even if it is, that still doesn't give us much hope as it seems this entire season is just gonna be one long roller coaster ride going up and down, up and down, up and down.
Stop! You're making me seasick.
Sorry.
Anyways guys, the best we can do is just keep watching. RWBY is far from being over, and even if this volume doesn't live up to expectations, there is still at least 4 more to go, and who knows, it might end beautifully. We just have to wait and see.
So thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed the video, just show it is only a click away. And if you want to keep up to date with further releases, just subscribe and hit the bell icon. I'm Ricardo, the Cynical Critic. With me, no movie's sacred, no video's safe, but all deserve a chance. I'll catch you guys next time. Toodles!